Hi everyone! SimplyFun has a ton of awesome games to help teach STEM concepts, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. I just wanted to show you a few of our top sellers and a few of my favorites. Over here we have Kilter. This is really a game about physics and teaching simple machines such as levers. The idea behind the game is each player is given a set number of blocks. You take turns placing those blocks on the high end of the lever. You don't want to knock any blocks off, or you have to take those. And the idea is the person who gets rid of all of their blocks first wins. So if it was my turn, I would place blocks until this lever fell. And if I knocked any off, which I did, I would have to pick up those blocks and put them back in my stash for my next turn. This game is great for all ages. I played this with my husband and my parents and we had a blast. It really takes a steady hand and a lot of focus, and it's kind of interesting. You can see players play this game in different ways. So some people will place way too many blocks and end up knocking them off. They get a little greedy. Some players will set up like booby traps and balance things really precariously and then end their turn. So the next person is kind of basically going to knock blocks off whether they like to or not. So I definitely recommend that one. Over here we have Sumology. This game is awesome for on the go. We have this amazing wooden case that you can take with you, and you have all these wooden tiles. It's basically Scrabble but with math equations. So you start the game with the equal sign, and people place equations based on their tiles until they run out of tiles. So if it was my turn, I could place 3 plus 1 equals 4, and I got rid of all my tiles. This game is great because it's adaptable. You can do really basic math, or you can make it into more complex equations. We do have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division are all available in there, and you can do double digits, triple digits if you'd like. Over here is Math Room. Each player is given a game card like you see here, and then when it's their turn, they roll the die, they get a color, and then they do the equation on their key. So here it would be 10 minus 6 would be 4, so I could place my window on the 4. Now if that number had already been covered up, I can ring the bell, which kids love to do, and flip over my key and do the equation on the back, which in this case would be 5 plus 1 equals 6, which is already covered. Also, if I can't do that equation, I can choose to flip it over as well. So if your children are still struggling with maybe subtraction and they're better at addition, they can flip it over and do the equation on the back. They can only flip it over once. So this game is great for your early math learners, really basic math. So those are just a few of our awesome STEM games, and I hope that you can find some that work for your family.